Okay. Testing the microphone. Seems to be working. So I want to try and do. I don't believe I have. I have a compressor, which can probably deal with background noise, but I think that NVIDIA Voice probably has that built in. Invert polarity. I can inverse the polarity of the neutron flow. Apparently there's no, at least in Streamlabs, there doesn't seem to be any ducking feature that I can find anyway. Performance mode. Okay. Like, the way I would imagine that ducking would be, audio ducking, which is, like, what I understand, it means that, like, when I'm speaking like I am now, the audio of another source will automatically, like, lower to a little bit, subtly, to emphasize my speech. At least that's how I understand it. So I imagine what it would do is you'd be like, okay, here's the audio you want to have ducked. Here's the audio that you're ducking with. And here's like maybe like some settings to adjust like the intensity of it or something. Like to what extent it will lower the audio, maybe, I don't know. Anyway, I want to. I'm not sure there's that much more I can say about the Sebastian quest line that I have already. It feels like there's a few problems with it. Like, one is that they really seem to be pushing it. Like, I think it seems to be the most involved companion quest line in the game. And it isn't good. It has... like, it has good points to it, but... I think there would be, if I were reviewing this, and it could just be, you know, who knows, eventually I may do a second playthrough of this, like in a year or two or something, where I actually try to apply my review system to it. But I also, even when I'm not reviewing a game, I'm still kind of reviewing it. I'm just not going in depth, you know, assigning points to things. I'm just sort of, you know, analyzing it and kind of applying my system to it kind of casually rather than like every little thing. I'm going to be like, okay, is this a positive? Is this a negative? I think there would be negatives to both interaction and information for the Sebastian quest line in general. I think there's a lot of interaction problems because, for one, we don't really have. I mean, I think it is a lot of it. Maybe even has to do a bit with the binary nature of a lot of the choices. Again, non-binary, so I this is gonna be a recurring gag here that like I consider myself to be non-binary, and I also I don't like Ellie. Please don't interrupt me while I'm talking. Don't interrupt me with your cuteness, okay? I am not upset with you. I don't need you to calm me down. I'm just very passionate about speaking about these subjects, okay? I don't need you to comfort me. You're just distracting me from what I'm talking about. What was I talking? Like, I don't like binary difficulty. I don't like binary choices. I am very much anti-binary. But yeah, like, and of course, there's choices that literally don't, the choice that we had at the end of that last quest didn't really matter beyond flavor, as far as I can tell. And granted, that isn't for nothing, but it does, like, mean that, like, no matter what, our character is going to be kind of withholding a fair amount of information from Sebastian about how she dealt with Ominous. Like, granted, I had to kind of... It's a bit tricky. Like, I can kind of write off some of what Whimsy does as she's a frickin', in her mid-teens, so she's... Her wisdom score is exactly that great. But, also, I have a feeling that our conversation with her father is gonna go roughly the same way, no matter what we tell him. Like, his response is probably I never tested the other response, because I just feel like, well, if the response where we are kind of condemning him is still saying, oh, you're trying to justify his actions, like, if we get kind of reaction from, like, please, I'm sorry, you're sending me some negative vibes. I don't like that. Please, go calm down someplace. Do you need your cube out in the middle so that you can... Your other plate. I have too many freaking cords on the floor. Like, I imagine it's going to be... It can only be worse. It could also be roughly the same. There's a lot of Tor effect going on here, I think, that... Where... As well, where... Like, please... I'm sorry. Just... Go play by yourself. Please! Damn it! Why do you always have to do this while I'm streaming? No! Whenever I start streaming, she just... I think it might be the tone of my voice that, like, I'm just trying to convey how much I don't like something, and then I think she maybe... It just agitates her, I think, a little bit. Or something, like she's vibing off of my... The way I'm actually conveying this information. and she's sending negative vibes my way, and I don't like that. It creates a feedback loop in my head that anyway, I need to figure out what the hell to do with all these freaking tables on the floor. 'Cause I think a lot of the problem is the interaction that based, but I do think there are. I'm not sure how I analyze it on the information front, because I think a lot of my issues are interaction. It just feels like it's kind of it's designed. I think. Okay, the thing is, it feels like it's designed a bit too much and too blatantly to be a vessel to allow us to learn dark arts magic, and I feel like that's like the presence of dark arts magic is actually kind of just. It feels like why are you even including this? Like, beyond the fact that, like, these are, the unforgivable curses are, like, kind of iconic. But I'm kind of doubting there's a blatantly evil path in this game. Maybe there is. Like, I'm not really seeing it outside of the Sebastian quest. So also, if there's any potential sequels, I guess that's just gonna kind of mess with things a bit, you know. It should almost be like a Hogwarts Legacy 2 thing, maybe, you know, or, you know, I don't know, like, because from what I've heard, it doesn't really have an impact whether or not you're practicing dark arts. You have a few students who condemn you or something, and like you should really not do this, and then it's just like that's it. There's nothing cosmetic. There's nothing that maybe even affects the ending. I don't really think so. And granted, I don't really care about playing an evil character. At least at this point in my life, I just don't. It doesn't have as much appeal to me. Especially since very few games even make playing an evil character feel remotely interesting. Beyond, I guess, the fun of just doing terrible things. But, you know, the thing is, because it's a vessel for learning dark arts magic, it kind of... It makes Sebastian less sympathetic. In some regards. Like, he's meant to be the sympathetic character, but then he's just, like, blatantly going and doing unforgivable curses. And we've only had so many options to start trying to veer him away from it. Because Whimsy, as far as I would write her, would be like, whoa, dude, we need to take a step back. Like, Like, she wouldn't, like, she'd be a lot more upset over him being racist against goblins maybe a little bit. Like, I don't even know if she would, like, again, the low wisdom score, um, due to being a teenager. Um, um, uh, well, the funny thing is, like, his upsetness over us, um, interacting in a friendly way with goblins is just kind of the same way too. Like, they're just, we need this other quest which has a lower difficulty rating apparently, or a lower level requirement. So I'm not sure if it was meant to be done before. I think we could have feasibly done it before. Like, one, there could be a positive for the fact that, like, he makes a reference to it, but it's probably more negative because he just makes an offhanded reference to you. Like, don't forget, I forgive. Don't think I've forgiven you for 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 being friendly with a goblin. Now let's go back to being buddy buddy, okay? Immediately, and then Whimsy would, so, like, it's happening on both sides. Like, there's no. I mean, this is the problem that a lot of games have in terms of, I guess, linear narrative dissonance, because especially when you're allowed to do quests in particular different orders, or but, like, here it's I don't know if the next quest that we do is gonna have him, like, suddenly be back to being upset about it, or if it's like, that's gonna be even worse. If we can't really carry that thread any further than just, he's kind of upset with us for like a minute, and then, like, and that's it. And we can't be upset with him because the game isn't letting us be upset with him. Um, I'm pretty sure we're required to do some of these quests to progress the main quest, so we don't really have a choice. We can't, like, just at any point be like, we can't be friends anymore, which I feel should be an option. Like, that's the thing that could happen in real life, and you just don't get the experience of the remainder of his quest line. And that's fine because you're allowing us to freaking roleplay. In this role-playing game. Anyway, I could write on about this a lot longer, but let's actually play the game, huh?
Seems a pleasant enough little place.
I'm pretty sure we've already sold off all of our excess gear. Yep, okay.
Let's see what's up your sleeve this time, Merlin.
Or not. Let's just not. Oh, what the heck is that? You actually see it on the map. Is that dungeon entrance or? I'm imagining it's some kind of dungeon entrance from the icon. Or it's the cave.
Revelio. Confringo.
Huh.
Revelio.
Hey. Huh.
Accio.
There we go.
Revelio.
Is that it? I might as well just go and sell all the stuff.
Revelio.
I'd rather actually have like some proper dungeons that we can just discover and explore rather than just, oh, here's a cave with some loot in it.
It's like a place right out of a storybook. Nice to see you again.
Likewise. What can I help you with today?
What do you have for sale?
What
Funny
are you
that
looking
everyone
for
buys
today?
gear, but nothing else.
Thank you for stopping in.
No matter what
I
they sell,
appreciate it.
they always buy gear.
A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here.
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the Helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped. Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
How else did he expect Goblinkind to get the helmet back? Seems he has no interest in making amends with you.
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrock. Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metal worker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrock recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals: Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
Rookwood Castle.
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind. Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But
Here comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
Greetings, Lord Cock. It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bagalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Well, yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ.
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak it?
I can, Sir Lodgok.
Just Lodgok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join you in the mine.
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind. And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrock. All you need to do is not be seen. Either
Oh,
by the
come
eye of
on.
the enchanted door or a loitering loyalist.
If this is a poorly designed Southwest, that might be game. That might be, I can't play anymore because.
What else should we know about the enchanted door?
The door will not open while the eye can see you. You and your friend must be invisible to it to gain access. From what I know of wizard magic, that shouldn't be too difficult to achieve.
I hate
Amit and I can do
mandatory
I will await
stealth
your
missions.
I shall see you soon.
And we're starting the frickin' day with one. Frickin' bought this on PC, so at least there's a chance I would have access to cheats or mods or something that could. Allow me to circumvent this whole damn thing. This is also why I hate the Metal Gear series.
The door is looking at us.
Clever.
Okay.
Books so rarely prepare one for reality. A real goblin mine. It's even grander than I had expected.
Why am I not in...
Lumos.
That's the opposite of what I wanted to do.
Right. Don't wish to be seen, do we? I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this lift. Impressive workmanship for so simple a device.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward.
I still can't believe we're inside a real goblin mine.
Revelio.
That's kinda neat. Are we frickin' I can't believe this. I don't think there's a way we could do a loadout that's...
Revelio.
I've read about mines like this, but seeing one is something else altogether.
Also, why is it designed to use magic?
We need to be careful. As I'm sure you know, not all goblins are as friendly as Lodgok, to say the least.
I mean, it might be one where they're saying it's... or implying it's stealth, but it really isn't. I mean, I guess we'll see. Now, they have health.
You haven't had mushroom stew like what my mother used to make.
Where are those plans gone?
Wait.
Schematics in my hand a moment ago.
I don't think it's mandatory stealth.
Ratrock cannot know there was...
Well, he won't, because you'll all be dead.
Get the seat open.
Rubber up, we'll take your best. Let's get it. I'm a door. I won't rest. I'll get you.
That was a little more than I'm used to.
I'll get us through here safely, Amit. You have my word.
Okay, I don't think this is a mandatory stealth mission. I think it's only mandatory when we need to get to the doors. I wonder if that's how we get... if that's how we
We're
do
being
the...
watched by a door.
Like, I will accept...
We won't get through as long as we can be seen by that eye.
Now I gotta make a combat and stealth build because
I should use disillusionment. That eye won't see a thing.
so what about how we get it for the chest?
Confringo.
I do like how we whisper when we're stealthed. It's kind of neat.
Aquí. Revelio.
Huh.
Confringo.
So we can actually get around the door without actually getting around the door? Or is this just... I have to remember that. I think that those chests that have eyes on them are I imagine we have to sneak up on them. So I'm pretty sure that easy stuff here is just a gimmick, which is fine, I guess.
I feel like a character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holidays.
Let's take a look around, Amit. See if we can find any plans.
Bound to be plans around here somewhere.
Revelio.
A schematic. They're building something. I can't quite make it out. Curious. Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed.
Empty-headed.
Yes, of course.
Totalis.
How nice of you to stop by. I can't win.
That's the last loyalist. Unfortunate, really. I'd imagine most goblins to be brilliant and kind.
It's most of the ones we meet are dicks.
Revelio.
Alright.
fascinating to see gobbledygook written in a goblin hand. The flourishes are extraordinary. There must be more notes around here. What could they be building?
Revelio.
If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large. But what? I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here.
This is a little too non-linear.
Revelio.
I guess this is just literally a side room, but I saw the quest arrow, and it's like, okay. Of course, tracking's not available here. That's probably gonna be a negative to information. Because if you're going to make a non-linear design, you should really allow players some ability to,
Protego.
Who is it? I know I am an intruder!
Oh, okay. Chicken's up. This is my favorite kind of stealth.
I will make you
Confringo.
Oh, this really is too much.
Stay close. I've handled much worse.
Another boiler. This place is more complex than I had expected.
Revelio.
Clever.
I need to friggin'
Confringo.
I'm used to fighting. Okay. Oh, there we go. Wait, this is progress. Okay. Thank you for telling me at the last minute.
Revelio.
Another schematic. What are they going to build? This mine is too small for whatever it is.
Revelio. Revelio.
Huh. Huh.
Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
Well, that's a lot of enemies. Let's just save. I don't think sneak is gonna be. I mean, it's probably gonna be an option, but.
Next time I see Fig or that student, I'll give them what they deserve.
That's weird. We kind of stealthed that. I think we can't use that because we.
The area's still clear. If anyone cares.
One less human to worry about. Easily diverted. Little spell plant off of me. You can't stop me. I've been fighting since before you were born.
Hey, what the hell? What?
That was unexpected.
I'll run wide, he's coming back then.
I'll get you for the sad. Really, it is. An utterly pitiful display.
Why drag this out longer than necessary?
Go back to my usual.
I will make you. A miss. I won't agree. This is such an arrogance. You are but bone in the inevitable.
Yeah.
You call that spellcasting? Where's the pumpkin? Descender, all man.
Fringo.
It's you won't get away with that. I shall avenge your death. There you are.
Hell. Didn't I change that?
Confringo. Protego.
I will make you.
That should be the last of them, Army.
This area. We need to stop again. This could get interaction negative. I mean, like I'm doing pre-planning for a review I will do like a year from now. This is effectively the same problem I have with Reparo. Only kind of worse in a few ways.
Revelio.
I mean, it is tutorializing something that like will be useful in the world at large, although I'm not sure how I feel about it being.
Yes, of course.
Confringo. Revelio.
You already do that.
Here. Revelio.
Huh. Is that how we get out? Maybe?
This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodgok what we found. Revelio.
I need a moment to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained for.
I'm glad you came with me, Amit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here. Revelio. Revelio.
Oh, level 2 lock. Really?
Revelio.
Huh. There.
We're almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift.
A welcome sight indeed.
Revelio.
And you lose people with your lifts and catacombs. That doesn't look like a...
Can we please talk about what just happened?
First,
Handy resource indeed.
fast travel location.
Can we please talk about what just...
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lodgok.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday. Without further ado, adieu.
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrock must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
Ah. The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch when I heard she'd been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lord Gog, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war.
Oh no, that doesn't come till a
I
few
will
decades
find out
later.
what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.
I think like the snow was actually sticking to her hair. That's an interesting touch. I'm sure it's really sticking to her clothes, although it doesn't usually stick to clothes anyway.
I hope Professor Fitzgerald has confirmed what she needed to. I have to complete the next trial as soon as I can.
It looks like we'll be able to get to the I forgot about the balloons that were nearby. Oh well. Sure.
imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
It must lead to some...
Excuse me, madam. I thought I heard you say something.
Yes, indeed. Talking to myself again. I find myself to be quite the engaging conversationalist since my husband passed. Madam Althea Twiddle, pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Madam Twiddle.
You know, you might be interested in this. You young people love this sort of thing. My husband often ruminated on the mysterious statue just outside our hamlet. Some sort of archaic puzzle involving vases, he would insist. I stumbled upon it today when I had a burst of energy and extended my morning constitutional a bit longer than usual.
Another puzzle.
An archaic puzzle. Sounds fascinating.
You see, I suspected you'd be interested, and wait till I tell you about the rumours surrounding this particular puzzle. My husband Greville insisted that solving the puzzle would reveal a magical challenge of sorts. The man was intrigued by everything. He was about to try and solve it himself when... Perhaps you could take a look. I'd be rather interested to hear what, if anything, you find.
Where can I find this statue?
It's not far from Irondale. It's down by the shore, near those old ruins. You can't miss it.
If I happen to see it, I'll have a look.
Ah, the spirit of youth. I do hope you'll be able to solve the puzzle. If not for me, then in Greville's memory.
I should look into the statue, Madam Twiddle.
Must have snuck in after I fell asleep.
Pardon me, sir.
Come to stare at the fool, have you? There's poor Ig Haggerty, robbed by his own sister. She's robbed almost everyone now. So, who's the fool?
I'm not sure I know what you're talking about.
Then you're the only one who doesn't know about Catherine running off with that thief, Victor Rookwood and his lot. Good riddance, I said. Never thought she'd return to steal from me. Us. But I just know it was her. I want her caught and sent to Azkaban for stealing a prize family heirloom. Sister or no.
What exactly was the family heirloom that the thief stole?
A necklace. Belonged to the first of the Haggerty women. Hundreds of years old. So much history. She'll likely pawn it.
Why would Catherine come back to rob the hamlet if she'd already left?
Do I look like a criminal to you? How should I know? She always despised this place, resented having to grow up here. Perhaps she did it to spite us.
Are you sure Catherine is the culprit? It could be anyone.
Thanks to that Rookwood louse, we're inundated with all manner of criminal. I wanted to believe it was any one of them, except Catherine. But she was the only one who knew where the heirloom was hidden, and she knew precisely which homes to rob.
I could keep an eye out for the thief, sir.
You? Ugh. Nothing to be done by the likes of us. This is a job for the fine officer Singer, or some such authority. Besides, the thief, my sister, only strikes at night. Coward. Long past your bedtime.
What do you have for sale?
What? I'd keep an eye on your belongings if I were you. Catherine will steal the eyebrows off your...
I ought to look into this thievery business for Mr. Haggerty once night falls.
It's, good luck for me you stopped by today. Glad you were able to stop by.
Man, there's an awful lot of stuff down here. This is a pretty massive map.
Welcome back.
Hello, Professor. I have news. The goblins are looking for something. Another repository. They've built drills to help with their search.
Most troubling.
Are these repositories like the broken container I found at Rookwood Castle?
They are. I fear we have no time to lose. Have a look at the map. Fortunately, the next trial is fairly nearby.
It's Hogwarts.
As you know, I was headmistress in my time. My portrait hangs in the headmaster's office. In fact, I witnessed Professor Black learn of your arrival. And I'll confess that I wondered about you.
Wait, is the next trial in the headmaster's office?
It is. I had hoped that when the time came, the occupant of that office would be of help to us. Unfortunately, this headmaster seems wildly unconcerned with anything but himself. You'll need to access the office while he's away.
I understand. Very well. We'll find some way to
Hopefully
get in.
not a mandatory
Good.
stealth mission.
I shall meet you in my portrait there. Until then.
How will I gain access to the headmaster's office? Perhaps Professor Fig will know what to do.
Okay. Ah, here we go.
I did say I was sorry.
And you also went on to do the exact same thing.
Oh,
Revelio.
We should speak with Mr. Bickle's friends. I believe I can sneak away without drawing my mother's eye. Meet me near Hogsmeade, and we will devise a plan.
I think I know how and where to approach the centaurs about protecting the Snidgets. Meet me in the Forbidden Forest.
Dang it. I thought that was gonna happen. I have to call it a night soon. Anyway, so that's what do a hopefully spotter quest.
I can do this. I can do this. They will want to help.
Is this where we're meeting the centaurs?
Well, they don't exactly know we're coming, so it's less of a meeting and more of a surprise, I suppose.
Once we tell them about the Snidgets, they'll understand why we came and they'll want to help.
I hope you're right. Perhaps they'll be able to tell that we're sincere. There's something about them that's so knowing. It's almost unnerving.
I suppose they are known for having an air of omniscience.
That's exactly the right word. I just... never mind.
What is it?
It's nothing, truly. We've no secrets to hide.
That's right. We'll simply be honest with them about what we're trying to do. They'll have to help us, won't they?
Yes, of course. You're absolutely right. We'll meet with them, tell them about the Snidgets, and I'm sure to all be fine.
What do you think you're doing here, humans?
Please! We were hoping to speak with you.
Ah! I suppose you'd like a tale for your friends of the time you spoke to a centaur, and it spoke back.
No, never! We're here because we need your help.
Enough! You made a grave error in judgment in coming here, little witch.
Leave them be, Alec. We do not harm the young. It is not our way.
Okay, this is where the tribe leader,
old fool. I'm the leader of this herd, and while you cling to our way, their kind continues to slaughter beasts like us without a care.
From what I can see, they have slaughtered no one. They will leave here unharmed.
Mark my words, Doran. If I ever see them again, it will be all 3 of your heads.
Foolish children. Do you know what happens to wizards who wander here? Now, Follow me
Golden
before I...
Snidgets are still alive, and the poachers are after them. They know that the key to finding them lies in the moonlight, but they don't know what that means, yet. Please, help us find the Snidgets before the poachers do.
Could it be? In the south, there is a cave within which lies what the poachers seek. A moonstone. Retrieve it and place it in the henge in the forest. I, on the other hand, must go speak with the herd. Find me after you have done this.
I should have
don't
actually called it, but
understand.
whatever.
So the moonlight mentioned in the journal doesn't refer to actual moonlight, but to a moonstone. What do moonstones have to do with Snidgets? And why was he so certain about where we could find one?
Isn't moonstone all around us? Why retrieve one from a cave?
Knowing centaurs, I suspect he's referring to a specific moonstone. We'll likely know it when we see it.
I don't know, but I am inclined to believe him, what with his being a centaur and all.
I am too. It is a shame how quickly he left. What was his name? Doran.
That's what the leader of the herd called him.
Well, if Doran knows something we don't, I'd rather act now and ask questions later. I can head to the library and start looking into the cave you mentioned.
Okay.
I'll let you know what I find.
Really? That's it? Okay. Holy shit, what? Okay. I need the waypoint one.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
I wonder what Merlin would think of the wizarding world.
Which potions they needed? Probably needed Thunder Brood. So I need Maxima, I think. Huh, that's... I'm pretty sure we have both of those things. Or we should. If we had tons of leech juice. That's weird. We should have tons of leech juice. We've been collecting it. We've been fighting spiders a fair amount, so I don't know why. We've probably been collecting lots of waste wing files, so I'm not sure why.
Let me guess.
You're after something fresh. Now, you let me know if there's anything else I can help you with. Now, you let me know if there's anything else I can help you with. No one can say I don't keep a stacked shelf.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Well, what say we show you some of what's available?
Oh, okay. These are like sort of.
Oh, I'm always thrilled when a young one makes a wise purchase. I can tell you'll go far.
Let's go ahead and get the sage.
Doors always open. You be sure to stop by soon.
Blink. Huh. Aha. There you go. So yeah, it works exactly the way I thought it did. It's just kind of funny that it's tutorialized kind of this late into the game. I mean, I guess it's kind of a light new game plus mechanic, I suppose, if nothing else. Or element, I don't know what you call it. Like, basically, what I'm saying is, like, if you replay the game, you'll know it earlier on and you'll get access to. Do all of them just have 500 gold in them? I mean, it's a lot of gold, but... Where was that bridge that had a... I think they all have 500 gold in them. At least judging for the first 3 I have encountered since discovering how you open them.
Mine now, demiguys.
Huh? Okay.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
Okay, so there's a bunch of things you can do that'll take a few seconds every time, with other things that are a bit more involved. But of course, that is all entirely up to you. As always, I thank you very much for watching, and until next time,